In this video, I am going to walk you through the process of converting an equation of an ellipse into standard form so that you can see how to graph it more easily. That is the purpose, okay, of what I'm about to show you. So let's begin with a piece of information, and that is this. You're given this equation, 4x squared, okay, plus y squared plus 24x minus 2y plus 21 equals 0. Okay, so we're beginning with this equation. It doesn't look very pretty. And the objective is transform it so that you can see how to plot this ellipse. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Gather the x's together, gather the y's together, and move that 21 to the right side. So we have 4x squared plus 24x plus y squared minus 2y, and all of that equals negative 21. Now, from the terms containing x, factor 4. So you have 4, and then you have x squared plus 6x plus y squared minus 2y. All of this equals negative 21, like this. Okay. Now we apply the method of completing the square. So we write 4 and complete the square on x squared plus 6x. That is x plus half of the 6, which is 3, square that, and then subtract from that the square of the 3, so that's 9. Okay? Same thing applies to the y, complete the square on the y. So you will have y minus 1, square that, and then subtract the square of the 1, and all of this still equals negative 21, like this. Now the next step is take the 4 and distribute it back in. So you'll have 4 times x plus 3 squared minus 9 times 4, which is 36, plus y minus 1 squared. All of this equals negative 21 plus the 1 from here, which is negative 20. Okay, so you're making good progress. Now add 36 to both sides, giving us 4 times x plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals positive 16. Once it is in this form, what you want to do now is divide everything by 4. So it has this appearance. Okay? So you'll have x plus 3 squared plus y minus 1 squared over 4, and all of this equals 4, like this, okay? And you can see this is almost where we need to be for the standard form, but not just yet, right? We have 4 here. We want to have instead of 1. So we now divide everything by 4. So that will turn this into 4 squared, and I will turn this into 4, like this. Okay? So you're super close. Let's rewrite this one more way as x, and the plus now write as minus or negative 3. And we are doing this because then we see what is known as h most of the time. We write that 4 as 2 squared. Add to it y minus a positive 1 squared over 4 squared, and all of this equals 1. Okay, so now this is the transformed standardized form of the equation. This reveals all the key pieces of information that we need. So now let's label everything. Well, actually, we need A, B, and then C. So now we can mark it all as follows. Step aside, my friend. A is the following. In this case, because this is 4 and it's bigger, that's the A. And the B in this case is the 2. Okay. Let's see what else. C squared is a squared minus b squared, so that will give us the following number in this case. Well, you've got 4 squared minus 2 squared. That's just 16 minus 4, which is 12. Okay, so the square of c here is 12. You've got a and b. You've got c. Let's see, what else do we need? Well, you definitely need 2a, so write that down. 2a is 8. 2b is 4. Okay, so these are all the key pieces of information that you need to have available to you, okay? So you've got your c, the a, the b, and that's it. And of course now, once you have all this information revealed, you want to use this to graph the ellipse, okay? I will not do that in this video. You can actually graph an ellipse very well now on a lot of TI calculators. There's actually a command that will do that for you. But you have to know how to specify some key pieces of information, okay? And also what you want to do is specify h, which is the number that is right here. That's -3, and then you want to specify k, so that is +1. Okay? Now, because here the 4 is bigger than the 2, this is one with a major axis that is vertical. Okay, so this one is stretched vertically. Okay, it's elongated vertically. In other words, we are reading this form here. The general form of this kind is x minus h squared over b squared plus y minus k squared over a squared, and all of this equals 1. So when it happens that the following is true, when you've got a greater than b, which is greater than 0 here, right, like that. So in our case, you've got 4, which is bigger than 2, which is bigger than 0. This means what you have is a vertically elongated ellipse. Okay? This number bigger than that number. That's it. So that's how you go through the procedure, right? On the left side, I know when you first look at this, especially if you have never seen it, it's menacing because there are a lot of steps you have to go through just to reach this form that reveals h and k and a and b and then c, the major axis, the minor axis, and whether it's vertically stretched or horizontally stretched. I know, I understand that 100%. So the only way to get any control of this kind of exercise is to just do a few. Okay? And remember, you're beginning with this. Move the constants to the right side. Here I had to factor 4 out from the terms containing x, as I did. Then you apply completing the square on the x and the y individually. Then I distributed the 4 back in. Then I took the 36, I moved it to the right side, and I divided everything by 4. I could easily have instead divided by 16 at this point. Then that gives us a nicely transformed equation that looks like this. Any pluses that you see, you've got to rewrite as x minus a -3 so you can see the shift. See the shift. Okay, and that's it. So, thank you for watching and have an absolutely amazing day. And don't forget to smile. If you're doing this for the first time, do it a few times and just keep plugging away until you get it.